What is going on YouTube? FitnessKensho here. Today we got an exercise for our triceps. Now, I don't know, I just recorded a tutorial on doing a specific curl. I'm not going to tell you the name if you guys haven't seen that video. I'm not sure which video I'm going to edit first, so therefore I'm not going to say the actual exercise yet. But today, you guys did like the actual arm workouts that I did provide for you guys in a couple other tutorials, so I'm going to give you guys another one. Now, we're talking about the kickbacks. Now, kickbacks are typically performed with dumbbells, and I love dumbbells, don't get me wrong, you go a little heavier than usual, but again, I've told people time after time that muscles grow off of tension sometimes. I mean, there are big muscle groups that you could pack on to get a lot of strength. Like, for example, the bench could be beneficial. If you can bench press a lot of weight, that means you'll be able to throw up more weight doing other movements. The same thing with the squats, same thing leg press, deadlifts, you guys get the point. But when we're talking about completely isolating a specific muscle group, in my opinion, cables do it best because you feel the tension on the concentric and eccentric. Because the cables, think of it like this: you pull back this cable, like I'll pull this right here. Now, when I come down, it's pulling back at me. Now, I'm going right here and it's pulling back at me. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. It's not a real exercise, but you guys get the point. The cables is pulling back on the muscle. So that's why it's so amazing for getting muscle, for getting results with the exercise that you're performing. So we're talking about the cable kickbacks, not the dumbbell, but the cables. Now, when we're performing the cables, again, we want to keep that elbow upright. We want to pretty much align it with our back and that 90-degree position so that it's not rocking back and forth. We want to keep all the tension on the triceps so that when our arm extends out, we're pumping that blood into the tricep, and when it's coming down, it's stretching and pulling that muscle. That's why I love using the cables, because of the pulling motion that it does to the muscles. Same thing applies with the flies. When you're coming out right here, it's stretching out the chest because the cables are pulling your chest back, forcing your muscle to actually stretch out and putting that much more resistance than what would happen with a dumbbell. Well, the difference between using a dumbbell is because the gravity, obviously. Once we extend out, there's going to be a point where it's always going to become easier. With the cables, there may be a point where it becomes easier, but at the same time, that cable is always going to be pulling back at you, and that's going to make it a much more difficult movement, and that's why it's going to provide you the best results. The most difficult exercises, in my opinion, give you the best freaking results. People always try to shy away from the difficult exercise because it's difficult. So fucking what? I mean, in my opinion, I freaking hated front squats, and now I like them. I love them, actually, just because they were so difficult that it gave me motivation to get better at them. So when you guys find an exercise that's completely difficult or that you guys struggle with, that should be a drive to continue and try to get better at it, because that's going to give you the best results, because that's the one that you struggle with the most. So that is the cable kickbacks for your triceps. If you guys did like that tutorial, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment below if there's anything else you guys want me to cover, any specific muscle groups that you guys, hey, what's your best exercise for this muscle group? What's your best exercise for that muscle group? Be sure to throw them in the comments below. I read all my comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.